Well, guys, if you've been watching my videos here for a while, lately I've actually been making videos on food and restaurants. Normally, they actually are about fast food restaurants, like the lady that drove through a Popeyes, McDonald's, where a lady actually went inside with a gun because she got stiffed on a biscuit or something like that. Yeah, pretty crazy stories. Also, roaches in the food. I've done videos on that here on this channel, and those videos have actually done pretty good. This one here is a little bit different right here. Now, this is about a man actually suing a restaurant in Maryland for discrimination because he just so happened to be old and white. Now, the guy is actually 52 years old. Okay? That's not really old. I mean, I'm 45, going to be 46. I don't feel old, okay? So I'm only 6 years away from that age right there. So I actually feel quite a bit younger, but that's just me. Now, this story is interesting, guys, because he's suing basically over racism and his age, but all the parties are actually white in this. Now, some things were actually caught on body camera, but the one thing that he actually mentioned about his age and his skin color wasn't actually caught on body camera. So I'm not going to jump to any conclusions on this, okay? I don't know this establishment. I'm just here reporting what we know so far. It says here on the Post Millennial, and we do have some pictures here of because there was a protest, by the way. And it wasn't just white people protesting. It was actually a couple of black people that we actually see in a photo too. We'll get to that. Maryland man sues local tavern for kicking him out over being old and white. A 52-year-old man has filed a lawsuit against his local tavern alleging that his race and age were determining factors in the establishment's decision to ban him from the premises. Neil Glessner of Boonesboro, Maryland, claimed that he and his friend, Judge Joseph Michael, and he's actually a judge, his name is actually Joseph Michael, but he is a judge, were kicked out of a dance restaurant and tap house because they were, quote, old white men. In his lawsuit, Glessner claimed that he was discriminated against while waiting for his takeout order at Dan's on February 18th, after complaining that their food had still not come out of the kitchen after 40 minutes. Manager Mike Skinner told them he'd heard enough and asked him to leave before calling the police. Now, 40 minutes on the takeout order, that's a long time. Now, the only time I've ever seen where you had to wait like 40 minutes or something, like if it's like Valentine's Day or something like that. Actually, me and my wife, we actually waited, I believe, like an hour and a half a few times when we actually went out to eat on Valentine's Day. But this is a takeout order right here. 40 minutes is a long time. I definitely would be frustrated if I actually had to wait for 40 minutes to get an order. Now, I do order out quite a bit. And usually I actually order it online, then I drive and go pick it up. There's been a few times where I've gotten there and it's not ready. I had to wait like 15, 20 minutes, but it wasn't a big deal. And actually my food was extra fresh because it seems like they didn't start making it until I actually got there. But he is alleging that he was actually kicked out because of his race and his age. Quote, I'm happy to go. Michael can be heard saying in body cam footage of the incident, but I just need to know if I'm banned or not. Quote, yes, you are banned, Skinner replied. You are not allowed to come back in here. Though not heard in the footage, Glessner alleged that Skinner then said, quote, all of you old white men act like you own everything. Just get the F out. Neither of you are welcome here. Now, that was not caught on the body cam footage. So I'm assuming that the police were there. That is actually what he's alleging right there. Now, over here on the Daily Mail, it says, man, that this guy was spending $500 a week at this restaurant. I mean, that's a lot of money, man. $500 on food. I mean, does he not cook at home? It seems like he probably does not. I mean, that is a lot of money right there. But this is the parties involved right here. This is Neil Glessner, who actually filed the lawsuit, 52 years old. And this is the manager, Mike Skinner, who kicked them out of the restaurant. And we do got some more pictures here as well, down here. And right here, this is the protest right here. Somebody has, "It is okay to be white." And this other sign right there, I can't make it out right there. I think it actually says "All Lives Matter," because I believe this is the picture, part of the picture from the thumbnail right there. You got some white people right there. Look like a couple of black guys there also as well in the protests. "No suit for you, no old farts." They're protesting outside of that. "All Lives Matter" sound there as well. Yeah, it did say "all white men's lives matter." That's what it actually does say right there. And that is the pictures right there. There's video too. I'm not going to actually play the video right there as well. And Dan and Charlotte, they're actually the owners of the restaurant. They're ex-spouses. And it does say here, he stated in the lawsuit that since being kicked out, he was made aware of 6 other white men who are barred from Dan's for otherwise inexplicable reasons. Now, people do get kicked out of restaurants and they're banned. I mean, that's not uncommon. But he's saying that all of these guys are white. So is he alleging that even the white owners of this place or their managers, they don't like white people? I mean, that wouldn't really surprise me, based on, what we actually seen out there in the world right now, if you actually been paying attention. So, but it says here, quote, "I do feel Dan and Charlotte discriminated against me because of my age and race and have sufficient evidence to prove this in a federal court of law," Glessner told the Daily Mail, adding, "They have an undeniable history of mistreating and discriminating against many others in our community due to age, race, and political affiliations." Charlotte Often Brink, who owns the restaurant with her ex-husband Dan, told a different story, claiming that Glessner and Michael had been asked to leave after, quote, "repeated occurrences of disruptive behavior against members of our team." Dan and I opened a restaurant in 2012 based upon a shared set of values and a clear vision of what we wanted this space to become. She said on social media, "We wanted to offer Boonesboro a place where everyone feels a sense of belonging." The incident has led to a series of small protests outside the restaurant with people holding up signs saying it's okay to be white and racists work here. And that sign right there, you can actually see it right there, where that sign is right there. So I'm not going to jump to conclusions on this. Like I said, I worked in the restaurant industry. I know how it works. I know how customers can actually get frustrated. I'm not going to jump the gun on this right here because one thing that I'm really questioning is, yeah, body cam footage, but yet also the part about him getting kicked out because of his age and him being white, that wasn't actually caught on the body cam. So I do have to question that. But would I be surprised? No, I would not be surprised if he is right. And he's suing. He's suing and people are protesting. I'm assuming that maybe these other people had complaints about this place as well. But I got to tell you this, man. This is what bothers me right here. This place, you are spending, what did it say? $500 a week? He said he used to spend up to $500 a week at the local restaurant. I mean, if it's that bad, I wouldn't be spending my money there. You know, that's just me. But $500 a week anywhere? Yeah, that's pretty expensive. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.